Hello, everyone.
I feel so like in a strange place. I haven't done it from the studio. I haven't done 383 from the studio in so long.
And there's no machine. So
no, and yeah, it is. And Hunter's behind the camera today. And so I've never got to work with Hunter.
Some people are not responsible and they go to Disney World.
Disney World, Abby. Yes.
It's fine. There's no bitterness here at all.
No. I want to be in Disney World right now. I want to be hanging with Mickey and Donald.
October.
Hello, Gail.
Hi, everyone.
Nancy. Hi,
you guys. It's good to be back with you.
It is. It is. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's good to be with you, too.
So you know what I told Tara-Lee?
What's that?
I said, Tara-Lee, you did so great last week. Although I didn't watch it, I assume you did great.
Yeah, we shouted out to you.
Did you?
We did. Yeah.
No. I can tell you at 3:00 in the afternoon last Thursday, I was snuggling
like, I am not thinking
with
about that.
a...
Oh, so fun.
He is the cutest little baby in the world. And he is the best baby. Oh my gosh. He's just so snuggly, so easy, and doesn't cry, doesn't fuss.
That's the problem. That's why people have a dozen.
No.
Speaking from experience. Maybe.
Their first one was kind of a handful when he was an infant. So this one is a blessing for them. They definitely deserve to have an easy baby. But yeah, so I was out in California spending a week with my grandkids. Oh my gosh.
She almost didn't come back, you guys.
I won't. I hope Chris isn't watching because I won't tell you how many times I picked up that phone for a 2-week notice. I'm like,
to be expected.
Beaches, redwoods, 70 degrees. Oh. That was the weird thing. Like up in northern California, they never get warm. And I took the 4-year-old to preschool. She was sleeping with the baby at home. Mom was. So I went to the beach and walked along the beach and it was 71 degrees at lunchtime. I was like, oh my gosh.
It was almost I quit. Sorry, guys.
It was.
Fun. I don't even care if I ever see you guys again. That's what she wanted to say.
No, I was going to be polite and give a 2-week notice. No, I would never do that. Colleen, they live up in Humboldt County, right amongst the redwoods. And it was amazing. I got to go. It had rained the first day I was there. The next day I got to go for a walk in what's called the Headwater Forest. And it is huge redwood trees right along this river. And yeah. Oh my gosh. I miss it. I do miss it. I love where we are here. I love the red rock and the snow.
Hey, we were just talking about that because I'm always, you guys know, I'm always like, oh, I've got to go. There's so many beautiful places, so many people to meet. And really, there are so many gems around here.
Yeah.
That I just miss out because I'm trying to go somewhere.
Right. And we miss what we have here.
So we did some exploring this weekend too.
Oh, fun. Yeah. Look, Colleen says she has family in Fortuna. Colleen?
Oh, cool.
Yep. I used to work in Fortuna. Worked for the Head Start program in Fortuna for many years, taking care of some of those preschool kids. Yep.
If your kids were in preschool.
And Head Start, yeah. Look, Head Start. Gail's from the Sebastopol area. That's another beautiful area down there. Yeah. Yeah, Heidi, you guys have beautiful, beautiful area up there too. I was up there last summer up in Washington, along the coast of Washington. And I think that's the best part of the United States. Like there are so many places to take off and go and see. And some of the places that you think, what would be there, have the best little hidden gems. They have some of the secret places.
It's true. It's true. Don't share those with people though, because then everyone wants to go.
Well, I have to say, when I lived in California, born and raised there, I always thought Utah, who in the world would want to go to Utah? What is in Utah? Nothing. And when my daughter moved out here and we came out and started visiting her, I'm like, that's where I want to retire. That's the most beautiful place. And
it's got it all.
Yeah, it does.
It's got it all.
Yeah, and we love snow. So hello, Betty Jo. Long time no chat. Yeah. So that's what I did last week and missed everybody and missed 383. I really did. But hey, William.
Yeah, she missed us, but not enough to watch us.
I think I had a baby on my shoulder at that point.
I would go for that.
Yeah. So I love reading all you guys. West Virginia.
That's
Yep.
Love that.
Yep. Brenda said Utah's
Hey.
on her bucket list. Out here.
But Brenda Cave, West Virginia has many hidden treasures. I was looking at that the other day because I told someone I want to go to West Virginia. They have some really cool like state parks.
Oh, really?
And someone was like, "There's nothing in West Virginia." Like, well, I haven't been there, so I can't really say. But from what
I bet
there's
there's
some
lots.
really cool places there.
Yeah. Hey, Doris.
She did miss out on the ice cream, William.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Yeah. I did. I really didn't.
Yes, I know.
Did I tell you? My son and his wife have convinced their 4.5-year-old that ice cream is a healthy food. So if you eat a little bit of your breakfast, you can have a couple of spoonfuls of ice cream. So this kid is enticed to eat his meals because he knows he's going to get a couple of spoonfuls of ice cream.
And what is wrong with that?
Nothing, except for Grandma enjoyed that much ice cream.
I may live by that same rule.
That's funny.
Pretty good. Mm-hmm.
So William says, come to Pennsylvania, drive to West Virginia for the fall leaves. Oh, I bet that's beautiful.
Yes, I want to.
Yep.
Oh, there's so many places, you guys.
I know. Hey, Mary.
Beautiful. Nancy used to come to Ogden.
Oh, Moose Tracks is one of my favorite ice creams,
cream?
William. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so good. So we talked about it not that long ago. And so we went to Antelope Island yesterday.
Oh, that's another place.
Yeah, I took the kids and we just went and explored all day. My dad went with me. It was really fun. We had a great time.
Come to the
Adirondack.
I never can say that. I make it way worse than it really is. I butcher that word, but
because it's a tricky word.
So where is that exactly? I don't want to.
I think New York.
Patricia, fill us in. Where is the Adirondacks? Adirondacks. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's
Is
see.
it mountains? Is it? Yeah. Heidi, when you were out here, did you go to Antelope Island?
You should.
I know a lot of you.
A lot of people did. Upstate New York.
Upstate
Okay, that's
New York. Yep. Okay. Oh,
there we go.
That would be fun.
Let's do it.
I think so. After our Disneyland trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
We planned a Disneyland trip today, you guys.
Yes, we did.
It's going to be a great time.
Meet us there.
In sometime. Yeah.
I agree, Betty Jo. What's the difference between hot oatmeal and hot oatmeal cookies for breakfast?
See?
Absolutely nothing. You just gave me the incentive to make oatmeal cookies this weekend.
And then what's the difference for cookies or for ice cream?
Well, that's what she said. That's exactly what she said.
There's not. It's fantastic.
She goes, if you think about it, it really is not that bad. It's no different than giving them cereal with milk on it.
That's true.
Or whatever. And I'm like, okay, yeah.
That is
true. Snow Basin and Sundance. Okay. Yep, Heidi.
William. Yep. Yes. I'm in on that idea.
Oh.
But Gail's in.
Ice cream zone. Yep.
Yes. Oh, you guys, this is so
Gail,
great.
we're talking mid to third week of October. We'll fill you guys in.
We will fill you in. It just got planned today.
It did. Well, between yesterday and today. So this is what
I
really
heard about it today.
This is what really got me going. We were talking about it down in the warehouse yesterday about going to Disneyland, and I'm like, my husband doesn't like Disneyland. If I go with my kids, then it's the grandkids, and we do what the kids want to do, which is fine if you're doing a family trip.
But you can't afford to stop at every churro stand if your kids are all with you.
And Allison said the perfect thing. She says, I want to go to Disneyland and not have anyone say, are you hungry already again? She's like, yes, I want to stop at every food stand if that's what I want to do and not have anyone question me.
Yeah.
So, that's what we're going to do. So it is.
I cannot wait, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already dreaming of.
Sandy's going down. Yep. Disney. Oh, I'm jealous. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So I guess we should probably get started here.
Okay. Let's get started.
And I picked out the funnies today. So some of them
I thought
not that funny.
We are not coordinating that well on funnies.
We aren't. Yeah.
Sometime soon.
But
we'll get back.
We'll get it back together.
We'll get it back together.
No problem. So you are watching 3 Things at 3, where thing number 1 is
something to make you smile.
Thing number 2 is
a how-to, daily how-to.
Thing number 3 is
a sneak
peek. And we have good sneak peeks, but there's one that is just absolutely my favorite.
We'll let you guess which one when we show
So,
you.
and these are sneak peeks for tomorrow's Friday Comments Old. Yeah. So, okay, here we go.
Okay. We're relevant.
Okay. We're back.
Hello.
Okay. Did you know it was Alyssa's birthday?
I did not.
I didn't either. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Alyssa.
Because she's out in California right now. Okay.
Oh,
So here is our first funny. Where'd it go? Oh, it was there for a minute.
There are no funny.
There.
Here we go. Look, we're not the only ones that can't run it. Just kidding.
Nothing gets a house cleaner, quicker, or better than a woman about to blow her gasket. How true is that, ladies?
Or a woman that just hears they've got company coming.
Oh, that's true too. That's another one.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh yeah.
Those
You
houses
get
can
me
get
angry and my house can be cleaned in no time at all. I agree. Yeah. Okay.
So do you have reasons to get angry at your house?
Oh yeah.
Come to my house, and I'm like, come to my house. We'll make you angry. You can clean my house. That'd be awesome.
When you walk in at 7 o'clock from working all day and somebody goes, "So what's for dinner?" And you're like, "What?" You're retired. You've been home all day and you're asking me what's for dinner. So yeah. I mean, that does make me angry. I just go,
oh, we're having ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what you do. We're having ice cream.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Let's go with another funny.
Okay. Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
That's a
That
cute
is a
question.
cute one.
Oh, Did you ever watch? Did you ever read those?
Read
funny?
those? Yeah.
My grandma used to save those for us from the newspaper, and we had this huge scrapbook full of those. Family Circle, I think they're called.
Family Circle.
Yeah.
Grandmas are the best. Look at her saving those.
Oh,
for you.
she did. I bet somewhere that scrapbook is still floating around, but because we didn't get the newspaper at our house, but Grandma got the newspaper.
She saved them.
She cut them out every day.
Love that.
Glued them in this great big huge notebook, and we get to go through. It was fun. Every time you read them, those were real popular when I was a kid, I guess.
They're not for quite a while, I think.
Yeah, they're not as much now, but they come out here and there. Cute. So the next one isn't a funny, but it's sweet. Daffodils are such a delight that awaken us into the joy of spring.
And guess what? I saw my first ones yesterday.
I'm so jealous.
At Antelope Island. They're
no
blooming
way.
there. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are they wild ones?
I don't know. They're by the ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love daffodils.
So
I love tulips. There's nothing that says spring to me more than the bulbs blooming. Crocuses, any of those little ones, especially when they're poking kind of out of snow.
So happy.
And we're supposed to get snow this weekend, and so I'm like, serious?
Don't say dumplings.
Okay, sorry.
We don't talk about things like that.
We're just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, I think we're getting rain actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
With just a few snowflakes mixed in there.
Stop it.
Okay.
Next week you'll know if we got snow if I wear black. If I'm in all black, you'll know
it was snowing. Okay, here we go. I think you're right. I didn't say anything yet. I'm just trying to save time. That's so true. You guys, you agree? I mean, just agree with me right from the start. Don't even bother arguing it. You know I'm right.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Minnesota's supposed to get a foot of snow this weekend.
I'm sorry, haven't you?
Oh my gosh, North Carolina. Look at daffodils have come and gone.
I know. I'm telling you, we've got to go there. We've got to move there.
North Carolina.
Spring comes
Oh yeah,
early.
North Carolina. Yeah. Springtime in the Rockies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
okay, one more.
May.
One more.
My walk of shame is going back for a shopping cart after realizing I can't carry 23 items in my arms to the store. And that's always like the budget trips, right? You're like, I've just got a few things. I'm not going to get a cart. And
I could even name some of the stores that happens in. I mean, there's just certain stores that you walk in, you're like, I only came for 2 or 3 things. I'm not going to get a bucket. And pretty soon you're like, I wonder where there's an empty cart around.
I know,
here.
You're like, start looking. That one only have a few things. We'll just buy those things too. It's fine.
Yep, William, I agree. That couple is funny. The wife has a look to her that you can hear. Yep, you can see it before you even read it. Okay, so those were good. Those were fun.
Yeah, those were good.
A little
Good
mixture of
job.
everything. So I have a question. I haven't looked at the calendar. Did spring start already?
Yes.
Yesterday?
No, actually on the 19th.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You
There you
know,
go.
somebody posted
is
on
here.
Facebook. You know, I'm flipping through Facebook the other night when I got home, and I'm like, somebody's like, "Happy spring" or "First day of spring." I'm like, it's not the first day of spring. What are they doing?
True that.
Yeah, and now I'm seeing all these springs here. Can't believe spring's here posts, and I'm like, I didn't know what happened.
You know, everyone's like, "Oh, Christmas, the greatest time of the year," and I'm all, "Spring and summer, here we are."
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that, William. Says Sam's
No.
gonna start to leave carts in the aisle. That
Are
increase
you
sales.
serious,
It's
William?
that's a good marketing skill.
Or at least put them on the ends of those aisles so you don't have to
Telling
go
you
all the
what,
way back to the
right?
front and out the door. And
I know.
oh my
That's
gosh.
smart.
Yeah. That is, I did not know that. If that's true, William, that's good marketing. Whoever thought of that one. Especially because we used to say, and this was years ago, that you do not go into Costco, Sam's Club, any of those under $100, and you only have 10 items. You know,
I know, and now it's like
now it's
you
under
have 3
200
items.
and it's yeah,
3 items.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
today,
can I just
yes,
do one
go for
side
it.
thing about Sam's Club and Costco? An unfortunate situation.
What?
They no longer carry churros.
What?
For real. I was just there
Since?
like a week ago.
Just because?
I guess. When I asked for churro, they were like, "We don't carry those anymore." And I was like, "I'll go to Costco."
They're like, we don't
have Costco. We don't have churros.
It was a really sad day when Costco quit carrying the swirled yogurt for me. The frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was such a treat.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's why we're going to Disneyland.
That's
If we
right.
get to Disneyland and there's no churros, I'm out, you guys. I'm out.
And
That's-
swirled ice cream
And swirl ice cream, yeah.
What's that? What's the freeze? Pineapple freeze.
Yeah, like
at
the
Disneyland.
Dole
Isn't it?
Whips.
Yes, Dole Whips.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Can't
you
go
guys,
there.
this trip is going to be fantastic. Let's just go next week instead.
Yeah.
Let's not wait till
I just got home. I don't know how much my husband appreciates. So, okay. So we have 2 things to show today. One is the Cutterpillar, which everybody is talking about this week. And I have to say, I've had the Cutterpillar for a couple of years. It is not new to me, but it is one of my
it's as
favorite.
good as they make it out to be.
It is. It is one of my absolute favorite things in my sewing room. The thing is, mine is the small one. Mine's the half of this. And when Todd brought this size in, I was like, oh, yes. Because there are times that, because I use it for almost all of my cutting of my piece, like any quilt that has pieces, this is what I use. And sometimes if it's a little bit big, I'm like, I'll have to go back to my old cutting mat because I'm doing a strip or something. This is amazing. So yes, I love it. The this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, one of them is chargeable. So you don't have to have it plugged in when you use it. Mine, you do have to have plugged in. So that's another benefit, is that I want one that I don't have to. But I'm going to turn it on. And you guys have seen these all week. If you've been watching all week, you've seen them. So it has 3 different levels of lights. 1, 2, 3. And because I'm old, I have bad eyes. I mean, there's no denying. Okay, William says the smaller size rechargeable. So I don't have the small one. I have the medium one. So I'm still going to get the big one. But as your eyes go, even if you have lots of light up above, especially in the evening after you've been working all day, it's just hard to see those lines.
Yeah.
And this, to me, and I love also the green ruler. The green ruler on it. I use my Green Girlfriend ruler on it versus my black
regular
ruler. But I'm just going to show you guys why I love it. Okay. So when you have all these lines lighting up, you can see exact. They have it all the way down to an 1/8 on down here. So if you do have to do your 1/8 cuts, you can just line it up down here and line it up here, and you get that exact cut right on there. But when you're putting it on fabric, so many times when I'm cutting at home on I have the green Olfa mat.
Okay.
And the color and the way the shadows in that, I can't see. I just can't see, like, where is that line? Is it on the edge of my fabric? Some fabrics are darker. They blend with your mat. You definitely can't see it. So this, if you look, this fluorescent green, I don't know how close we can come with the camera, but you can see that fluorescent green super well right there. And then you're just bringing that right up to the edge, exactly all the way on your fabric. You can't get a more exact cut. You know, it's just, it is right on there. When you're doing piecing like corners in that, the same idea. So if I was going to do a square, like a 3-inch square, and I want to get my 3 and my 3, you just bring that line right there and that line right there, and you are just exact. Because if you're off, you're going to see that light. You're going to see a light between the fabric and your line. So you just push it up there until you don't see any light anymore, and you know that you're right on. There's just no chance that it can. The other thing I like about this mat, if you feel it, this does not have grippers on it. This ruler doesn't, but it still holds. Like, it doesn't slip. Once you go to cut this, whatever they make their mats with, just has enough of a finish that it grips your ruler enough. So you don't have the, you know, a lot of times on some of your mats that are so smooth, you go to push down and you go to cut and your ruler goes sliding across. But this has,
There's nothing worse than that.
No, especially when you only have a certain amount of fabric. You've bought a kit, you don't have extra. So you're going to put it on here and you're going to cut, and you just, it's exact. So I love mine. I use it for not only quilting, I do a lot of work with vinyl. When I do the iron on vinyl for like kids' shirts and stuff, and you could lay it on here for your weeding, which if you've ever weeded vinyl before, it's hard to see those lines. This lighting it up makes it so much easier. I do paper piecing. This is amazing for paper piecing because you can see through that stuff. You don't have to hold it up to a window. Like a lot of times when you're paper piecing, you have to take your stuff over, or tracing. If you want to trace your stuff onto your heat and bond, you have to take it over to the window to do it.
All good uses.
So
Jen, you are my favorite people.
So when Todd told us we were getting these in, these guys were coming to show us their stuff, I was like, hey, I recognize that name, Cutterpillar. And I went home and I'm like, that's what mine is. And I was like, you guys, you're going to love it. I came back and I in fact, I was working at home, took a picture and sent it to Chris and those guys. I'm like, see, this is how great this thing is. Yeah. So
tried and true, you guys. Nothing better than that.
So I love mine. And like I said, I have the smaller one, the half size, but, and mine is not rechargeable. So I've had mine for a couple of years. So that might be
new and improved
something that has changed since I got mine, because mine was not, or I just may not have bought the rechargeable one. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's the smaller size. And then they also, like everybody else has been showing, they
so are there
have
3 sizes?
2. I'm not exactly sure. This is the glass, so you can iron on them. So if you are doing applique and that kind of stuff, and you have to place things in certain spots, you can put your main piece under here, you know, put it on here, and you can see the light through, and put your applique exactly where you want it, and press it right then.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's what this tempered glass is. I don't have that yet.
Yeah,
but would love to.
She will be getting that.
So yeah, and then this is the size that I have here.
Okay.
So and
so
my
2
mat.
sizes.
Yep, I believe so. And they even have a carrying case for it, which I didn't know, because I'm going to a retreat in a few weeks, and I'm like, I have to take, because I'm doing collage quilts.
Oh,
and these work amazing for collage quilts, and I'm like, oh, I have to take. I'm going to have to figure out how to take this. And somebody's like, get the carry bag take it in the carry bag. So yeah, because I'm going to be driving for several hours to the retreat. So I'm going to have to get one of these carry bags to put mine in. So
your retreat in Las Vegas?
It is.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I'm going to Las Vegas to a really
Very
fun
good.
retreat, and we get to do a couple of different techniques. And on the last day, we're learning how to do collage quilts, and I love them. I've done them before. So yeah, so
how
if
many
you don't have
how many
it,
people have made a collage quilt? I have not.
you'd love it.
Have you
You'd
guys
love
done
it.
them?
Yep. Jenny, that used to work here, taught collage quilts for us for quite some time. She taught the cutest little witch for Halloween.
So cute.
And I did a trailer. Yeah, I did a camp trailer one. So yeah, I've done several of them. They're very fun. They're time consuming, but it's kind of a fun thing to do when you're with a big group of people because you can chat, you can talk while you're doing it.
Yeah, not a lot of concentration.
Linda, I agree. And I think that is coming up. Keep an eye out. I think we are having a collage quilt coming up soon.
Yay.
Yeah.
If you ask, we will deliver.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I was talking to Chris not too long ago about it. So yeah, I think we're ordering some fabric for it and it is coming up. So could we just buy the mat? Nancy, that is something to check. We will check on that and get back to you. I am not exactly sure. I don't know if Bryn is watching or not, if she could answer that question, or Sherry, but yeah, these mats. I love the mats. I love the detail in the measurements. I like these, it just has a lot of fun features on them, not just for quilting, but other things too.
Well, yeah. William said that for cards.
Oh, yes.
That was smart.
Yeah, a good idea. Yep. Susan, a collage quilt is where you come up with a certain, like mine was a trailer. So you have your basic trailer picture and that, and you just take tons of little pieces of fabric and adhere them, use heat and bond and adhere them onto your base, what it's going to be. And then you go around and you can fussy cut some flowers. I fussy cut a little dog and stuff, and you add all kinds of little things. The details.
Yeah.
But they're just so much fun. You buy lots of different little pieces of like grays and browns. So you make your mountains out of a whole bunch of different small pieces of fabric instead of just one big piece.
And it doesn't have to be like a uniform piece.
Absolutely not.
It's just
like Doris, it's not work. It's fun because it's number one, like William said, they are great stash busters. If you're a person that likes to save all those scraps, they are so much fun to do collage quilts
and
with.
What a fun thing to bring all of your projects together.
Absolutely. And then, like I said, it's great for if you're going to retreat, you're getting together with a bunch of friends and you're all just sitting around chatting. Yes, you applique them. So what you do is you get them all on and then you do a quilting over the top of everything. And that's what holds them down final. You do a pretty dense quilting, machine quilting or whatever over the top of them. But they are fun. They're cute. And like I said, I'm sure in the next couple months, we have some collage quilt applique technique classes, kits,
I'm excited
stuff
for
coming
this.
up.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. I just asked at the meeting this morning, when's that coming? So it is coming up. Okay. So that's this. The other thing I wanted to talk about is one of our other, I'm going to turn this off. One of our other sneak peeks tomorrow. We aren't quite at sneak peeks, but we just got some more of the Flexi-foam in. And so several of our projects that we're doing tomorrow on Comment Sold and next week on Comment Sold use the Flexi-foam. So I was just going to give a couple of really quick tips on it. So it was funny because I told Melissa, I said, come up with a couple of your tips. And what did you say?
I said, I love Flexi-foam. She's like, really, what do you use it for? And I had to say, I've never used it. I don't know.
So she is just a quilter. Yes. Not just a quilter. I shouldn't say that. That didn't sound good. She is a quilter. She doesn't make bags. She doesn't do a lot of this stuff. So she hasn't used
I haven't ever used this, but it's fantastic, I think.
So yeah. So places you use Flexi-foam. Purses, a big one. Totes, any kind of little boxy type things. Our boxy totes, I make tons of those for gift ideas and they're super for that. The handles, I love using it, and the handle gives stability to it. So what it does, it's just another type of a stabilizer that gives stability to your product, whatever you're making, your project. But it's different than the harder cardboardy almost type of stuff that you put, because it's so flexible, so bendable. So if you were putting it in a box, it's going to stand up.
It's going to stabilize it, but it's not going to be like rigid.
Stiff.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. And so that's why I like the Flexi-foam better than I like using the harder stuff. If you want to adhere it to stuff, you can use a spray adhesive. That works great. Yep. I don't even know if we have ours up here right now, but you can use a spray adhesive. You can use a fabric glue to adhere. Also, you can use heat and bond. So if you have heat and bond on one side of something, you can iron it onto this and it will stick. I have found you have to have just a little bit more heat. It takes just a little bit longer. Use a pressing mat for sure. You don't want to get an iron directly on this stuff. I don't think. I never have. I've always used it. But the other thing that I love about it, so Joyce says, would you use it for placemats? Absolutely. I don't see any. I mean, I don't know about as much for hot pad if you weren't going to put something heat resistant. I know we've used it like in pot holders and stuff, but you want to use either a batting or something in between it, just because I don't know if it would melt. I don't know if it says it would melt.
Yeah, let's look at that.
But I don't see where it says it. But what I love about it is if I'm doing a purse or I'm doing a boxy tote or whatever, it adds so much more dimension to my quilting, if that makes sense. So prior to cutting out my boxy tote pieces, I just put a piece of fabric on top of this. I adhere it on there I use like a spray adhesive, and then I use my clear blue tiles, do all the quilting on it, and then cut out my whatever I'm using, my pieces.
Smart.
And you see your quilt design much better on this than you do on batting, to me. It shows off. Like, say you're doing bugs, like you're going to make a little kid's lunch bag and you're putting bugs on it. You're going to see the definition of those bugs with this more than you are with just a quilt batting.
Cute. I love that about it.
So that's one of the other reasons I really like it. It's easy to cut. You can cut it with either your rotary cutter, or this is my favorite thing to use. It's the
perfect scissors.
Yes, it's the Karen Buckley, I think Buckley's scissors. And the reason I love these scissors for cutting this is they're serrated. So you can't see a whole lot. These still have the oil, but they have like a little, you can just barely feel it. Any kind of scissors that are kind of serrated or have that, I don't know what it is, kind of, what's this?
Yeah. Just
like angle.
Yeah.
The angle thing on it.
Yeah.
And so what's good about it is it cuts straight up and down. But this is a tip from Jackie. I'm going to tell you this tip from Jackie. If you're say you're cutting this for embroidery, like you're going to do a satin stitch over it, Jackie told me cut it at an angle. It makes it, so I'm going to show you. So your satin stitch lays smoother and nicer on top of your foam if you cut it more at an angle versus straight up and down. You don't have as much definition on that satin stitch where your fabric, because you've laid fabric over here, obviously, So what you usually do is you do your placement stitch, then you put this in, it stitches this on, and then they have you trim. William, right, less bulk, absolutely. So it has you trim your stuff before you put your fabric on and satin stitch it. So when you're trimming it, if you trim it at an angle versus straight up and down, you're going to notice much less of I don't know if you guys can see that over the gray. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. But if you cut it that way, you'll notice. So just hold your scissors at an angle and you will you'll get much better for a smoother satin stitch, or any kind, I would say any kind of decorative stitch that you're going around. It's going to give that transition between the top and bottom a little less bulk look. I love that, William. Yeah, less bulk.
Yeah.
So that's just a couple of my tips. Yeah.
Marilyn gave
adds
a great idea
dimension.
that you can you put it under an applique just to give a little more dimension
Absolutely.
to one
Yes.
part. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing any kind of flowers or fruit or any kind of animals or stuff, and you want to see
Makes it
more
pop
of
a
the
little more.
detail in their faces and that kind of stuff, put this down. And the nice thing is, you know, my Baby Lock embroider machine has no problem with this. Some of the stabilizers that I use, if they're one of the harder stabilizers, it kind of balks at having to go through that. You know, it just takes a little bit longer. This one, it goes through just like butter. Like you don't even know that you have that in it. So I don't have any problem with embroidering on this. So those are just some of the tips. One of the products, I guess we can go into our sneak peeks now.
Well,
One of the products that we are featuring tomorrow. Okay, he's going to do our put our number 3 up there. Okay. Okay. So one of the things that we are doing is the potluck pals and the little casserole carrier. And this uses the Flexi-foam.
Flexi-foam.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it, you know, I don't know if it uses it to keep the heat in, if it uses it just for stability or whatever, but
I don't know what it's, yeah, it's great.
I'm sure for sure it gives it stability.
Yeah. Holds the shape.
Yeah. Because on any of these carriers, and we don't have the sample, we sent the samples back by Annie, but on any of these, if you look, if you didn't have any stabilizer on the sides of these things and there was nothing in it, it would just flop down to nothing.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, that thing wouldn't stand up nice. It'd be harder to put in your zipper and all that kind of stuff. So having this on here, I think just adds a lot to it. I still haven't got my lunch pail made. I've got it cut out and started. Remember when I said I was going to have that done?
Yeah.
In no time? Yeah, that's not done yet, but I'm using this in that too.
That's all right. We'll forgive you.
So yeah, so we have those kits for the casserole. I don't know if we have the pie.
Don't we have them too? Oh, I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know if the pie. Watch tomorrow, but yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, William. Like I just said, I haven't even got mine done yet. I would love to make them for other people, but. And then
did you remember that I don't make bags? I don't think you want me to make one and send it as my first time.
I think we need to give you a kit just to.
I know I should just.
I
go
think
for
you
it.
Probably have fun.
I should go for it.
They are fun to do. And so then our last. Oh, and the Flexi-foam.
And the Flexi-foam, you guys.
Watch tomorrow.
Get your hands on this.
It's hard to come by right now.
It is hard to come by.
Every time we get it in, it's gone.
It goes fast.
Yeah. So you just use it in so much stuff. That's my thing. I always like to keep a couple packages on hand because I don't want to be working on a project at home or go, oh, that'd be fun to make, and then go, oh, I don't have any of that stuff.
Yes,
so I have
remember
a couple.
Crystal's sewing room looks like the store.
It
really does.
So, and then this is the last of our sneak peeks.
Look at all those beautiful.
Now, which one is this? The spring?
This is called Springs in Town.
Oh, yes.
By Sandy Gervais.
Sandy Gervais. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
And it is all the bright colors, all the beautiful, bright, but
really
not like
bright.
tacky.
Yes, that's
like
what I love about it.
Springy, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
So watch tomorrow.
I think I want to get my hands on this one.
I know. I love it.
It's got some great colors.
Anything that speaks spring to me right now is like, I need it just to brighten up,
And then you leave it in your house all winter when there's nothing bright outside.
And you get to look at it.
And it's beautiful and it makes your heart happy.
So that's on a sneak peek. Flexi-foam.
And our kits.
And all kinds of other stuff. Yes, Linda,
Guys,
they are beautiful spring colors.
They are beautiful spring colors. What's the word that I'm looking for? Kind of like.
Not muted.
No,
because
not
they're not
muted,
even
but they're
muted.
just,
and they're not pastels.
No.
They're not like
they're
a
just
cheesy
like this
pastel.
Perfect little color.
Yeah. I love the yellows especially.
Oh.
One's kind of a pale yellow and then the other two are butter.
Yeah, kind of a butter.
They're not bright. They're
creamy.
Just, yeah, perfect.
Oh,
okay.
It's a good one, you guys.
I don't see any questions. Do you guys have any? Let's see. Other than William.
That on its side.
Yep.
Set that on its side. There we go.
Trying to show you
look
guys
at this,
colors.
you guys. I can take a direction.
Oh, look at that. That makes it even look better. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, soft. Susan says your colors are soft.
Oh, yeah. That's a great word for it.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
They're happy.
Perfect.
Cheery. Subtle. Awesome, you
Yes.
guys. Yay.
Yes.
Bundle of happiness. Absolutely, Jill.
Jill, that's exactly the description. Yes.
So when it starts
Makes you
raining
happy.
this weekend, we just pull out our bundle and go, it's okay. It'll be better.
My windows, you drive by, my windows are covered in these beautiful colors. I'm like, it's okay. There's no snow. It's fine.
It'll get better. No,
That's right.
we're fine. So, okay. I don't have anything else. How about you?
Do I
You
ever
good?
have anything else?
Yes, you do.
I think
I
we've
heard
covered
you
it
did
all.
a really cute project last week and I missed it.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a fun little
Yes.
project.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
jealous. Everybody's like, oh, she made the cutest little legs. And I'm like, oh, I missed it.
I've got it
So-
in me when you're gone.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's why I had to.
I'll hold you
know.
to it for next week.
Are you going to be
You're
gone?
on. No,
Oh, okay.
but I want to see
I'll
it.
be
Okay, you guys, thanks for
All right,
joining
thanks,
us.
ladies.
It has
And
been
William,
fun.
we're
Yes.
glad you're here.
Yes, thanks for joining us and have a great weekend, you guys.
Yeah, have a good time. See you guys.